it up for Mr. Locario.
Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So, I wanted to do this video, right? I'm titling it, Is Mr. Locario a Pussy Beggar? Okay, and the reason why I'm titling it this is because, I've had conversations with people, and I've had, people hit me up, send emails, leave comments, post things on message boards and stuff like that. And they're like, oh, Mr. Locario, he's a pussy beggar. He's just trying to, get pussy and teaching guys just how to beg girls for pussy and stuff. And I'm like, what? Like, what are you talking about, right? See, this is the thing. A lot of guys get it confused where they think that when a person is teaching you how to have game in order to attract women, that you are essentially teaching them how to beg for pussy. You understand? And it's like, no. Do you understand? This is basically the opposite of begging for pussy, because when you have game, you don't need to beg for anything. When you have game, you develop the skills in order to get what you want. Do you understand what I'm saying? You don't have to beg for anything, right? But see, the thing is, a lot of guys get confused. They think that by you learning certain things, that means that you are going out of your way to quote unquote impress these girls or convince them or manipulate them into, getting with you or jumping through hoops in order to make a woman want you, right? See, the thing is this, because I hear guys, they'll say, oh, but you just need to like focus on yourself and focus on making these things happen, and all the girls are gonna run to you, right? Now, that is true, right? In basically a sense, but you have to put it in a certain context. Now, let me tell you something. You working on yourself is very important. You're supposed to be working on yourself, right? You're supposed to develop, into the type of man you want to be. You're supposed to be confident. You're supposed to be doing things in order to improve your life, right? But the thing that you got to understand is this, is that you could be the most successful, good looking type of dude or whatever, and you still won't be able to attract women, right? Attracting chicks is a skill. And a lot of guys, I've seen this on message boards, dudes are like, oh, that's bullshit, and it's all about looks, or, you gotta have a lot of money, and it's not a skill. Attracting women is a skill, right? Now, there's times where you will just be chilling, doing nothing, and then you might have a girl here attracted to you, you might have a girl there attracted to you, you might have a girl here that might want to get with you, you might have a girl there that might want to get with you, right? But it's so far and few in between that what happens is that you end up just getting with chicks who sort of just happen to fall in your lap. Some girl who probably went to school with you or in the same class, some girl who your friend knew and they introduced you, whatever. Now, if that happened, that's perfect, that's great. Now, but the thing is that, do you know how to maintain that relationship? Do you know how to, cultivate that into something that's going to last, right? And a lot of guys don't do that, and that's where game comes in. But let's say you don't have that. How are you going to get the girl? See, automatically having money or status or looks or, doing all these things doesn't automatically give you women. Do you understand? So when you learn how to attract women, that is a skill. So you're not begging for pussy. You are developing yourself into the dude who knows how to do these things. See, now, the thing is, when chicks will be attracted to you and come to you and all this other stuff, because I hear a lot of guys say, oh, just let the girls come to you, do your thing, and the girls are going to be flocking to you, right? Now, there's going to be girls who are going to check you out, or girls who will probably like you or be showing you choosing signs. But if you don't have game, if you don't have the skills, you might even miss those choosing signs, because most girls are not going to walk up to you and say, hi, my name is Stacy. I think you're really cute. I want to go out with you. I want to suck your dick next week. I want to have sex with you. They're not going to do that, right? So if you don't have game, you're not going to recognize the girls who are thinking that, because they're thinking that, but they're not going to come up to you and say it. So how are you going to attract them? How are you going to really get them in that situation to make that happen, right? And in order for you to do that, you have to have game. This is what it's about. See, a lot of guys, they feel like, I hear dudes that say, oh, don't approach women, or don't approach women in the street, or why are you cold approaching? And that's you pussy begging. That's you running after girls to get them and all this other nonsense, right? That's you bending over backwards to do this, right? The thing is that if you want to get women, right, you have to learn certain things that you should be doing in order to get them, right? By you learning these things, it's not you bending over backwards, it's you learning the skills to get them. See, bending over backwards would be doing a whole bunch of stuff like buying flowers and candies and trying to be extra nice and, you know, taking a girl back after she shitted on you or done some other nonsense. That's you bending over backwards. That's you being a pussy beggar. You understand? Because you don't have enough confidence in yourself to get another girl. You don't have enough confidence in yourself to feel like you can get other women and attract other women. But the thing is that you are not just going to sit around and girls are just going to jump on your dick. It doesn't work that way. Maybe if you're a fucking, like if you're a celebrity, maybe if some girls figure out that you're a millionaire, but how many of you guys are celebrities and millionaires? Do you understand what I'm saying? So that shouldn't concern you. What should concern you is you. And this is what I want to tell a lot of guys is that, you know, a lot of guys get caught up in thinking that, you know, oh, it's about looks, it's about money, it's about this, right? And then they're striving just to get that, thinking that once they get those things, girls will automatically fuck them. You understand? This is what guys are striving after versus actually working on themselves fully and their skills. You understand what I'm saying? Because again, learning how to attract women is a skill, right? And the thing is, do you want to be the guy who's just going to be, oh, I'm just taking what I can get? Or do you want to know how to actually get more of what you want? That's the point. You understand? Because I actually did a interview with this dating coach one time, and I said, so, you know, the question was, why does a person need a dating coach, right? And he was like, well, technically they don't. And I totally agree with him. You don't need it, right? But the thing is, what he said, and I also agree with this, is that knowing the skills and knowing what to do gets you from point A to point B faster, gets you from point A to point B without you having to go through the headache of having to figure all this shit out yourself. Actually, you know, people online, not even just me, I'm talking about other people who give game out and talk about these certain things. That is actually a blessing for you because they're telling you and letting you know stuff that probably would have took you years to figure out. That probably would have wasted a lot of time, money, energy, and all this other stuff. So it's not you pussy begging, it's you putting yourself in position to get the type of chicks you want. You putting yourself in position to really make something happen that you can benefit from, right? And you sitting there thinking that, oh, well, I'm just going to get rich and, you know, and buy some new clothes and just sit back and the girls are going to run and jump on all over me. You're living in a fantasy world because, again, even if a chick likes you, she's probably not going to express that. She's not going to come up to you and say it. So guess what? You're going to have to go and talk to her, right? And then even while you're talking to her, sometimes the chick won't even, show you signs that she's interested. You understand? Because she might be nervous, and you're going to misinterpret that nervousness. You're going to think she's not going to like you. You're going to think she's not liking you, and then you're not going to know what to do. All these things come along with learning the game. Then once you actually get a girl, let's say you want a girlfriend, how do you maintain that? How do you keep her? That is game, right? How do you deal with losing a chick that you really like? How do you deal with those emotions that you're gonna feel when the girl is gone and you're like all upset? That is game. You understand? How are you gonna deal with the rejection after rejection after rejection in order to get the girl that you want? That is game. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you guys have to understand that when you're talking about game, overall, you need to know that you're going to have to do certain things. You're going to have to put in some work. You're going to have to make certain things happen, right? You can't live behind this illusion that you're just going to sit back and then just be like, oh, well, you know what? I'm going to be this super confident, awesome guy, and there's going to be a line around the corner from my house of girls trying to get in my house and giving me head. You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't work that way. You still have to do things. The problem is guys thinking them actually taking action and doing something is pussy begging. They think you approaching a girl is you chasing women. I actually did a video about the difference between approaching and chasing, because a lot of guys are like, well, I don't want to chase girls. I'm just going to sit back and wait until they choose me, and then I'm going to go up and talk to them. Now, if you see a girl checking you out and smiling at you and giving you the googly eyes, awesome, go and talk to her. But to sit there and wait for that to happen, you might not get that maybe once or twice a month. So you're gonna only wait once or twice a month to talk to a girl? And then even if you talk to her when she was checking you out, now that you're having the conversation, you might end up saying something stupid or doing something stupid to ruin that initial attraction she had for you. Why? Because you weren't studying the game. You understand? This is why it's important to have game. This is why it's not about you, being a pussy beggar because you actually want to learn how to talk to women. You understand? Because learning how to talk to women, getting them interested in you to want to actually have sex with you on a consistent basis, and doing that and multiplying that one girl by numbers of different girls is a skill. Do you understand this? This is a skill. Why do you think there's so many guys out there that don't know how to do it? Why do you think there's so many guys out there having trouble doing this? If this was nothing, if this was just, let me just walk outside and things are gonna happen, then, you know what I'm saying, you wouldn't be watching this video. Guys wouldn't be, taking this advice. They wouldn't need it. But it's there because they need it, because they don't realize, some guys realize that, hey, you know what? There's stuff I have to work on myself in order to make the possibilities more beneficial to me. You feel what I'm saying? So that's pretty much all I want to say for today, guys. If you have any questions, make sure you click the link below and I'll talk to you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. All right, now before you click off this video, I need you to do 3 quick things. First, I need you to click the link below to send me your questions, because if you have any questions, I'll answer them in a video. 2, click the link under that to get my free ebook, The Magnificent 10 Crucial Dating Tips for Men. It gives you 10 tips on how to attract beautiful women. And number 3, I want you to click the link under that to go to badboymembership.com, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video tutorials every month. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.